Good morning children. Welcome you all for the next chemistry practical section. Previously we have studied two types of reaction, that is combination reaction and decomposition reaction. Today we are going to see the third type of reaction called as displacement reaction. Displacement reaction. Just we will revise the first two, the definitions for the first two reactions. First one is combination. Combination reaction, two or more reactants combines to give a single product. It is called as combination reaction. Then decomposition reaction means a single reactant decomposing to give two or more product. It is called as decomposition reaction, and decomposition reaction always require energy for decomposition to take place. And today we are going to see displacement reaction. What is meant by displacement reaction? This displacement reaction will take place always between a metallic solution and a metal. A metallic solution and a metal. So there will be two metals. For example, we are taking an example, iron oxide, Fe2O3. Okay, here we are having two elements, iron and oxygen. You all know iron is a metal, oxygen is a non-metal. When it reacts with aluminium, aluminium is a metal. So we are having here two metals. One is iron and the next one is aluminium. Among this aluminium and iron, which is more reactive? I hope so. In theory part you must have studied the reactivity series of the metals. So aluminium is more reactive than iron. So in a displacement reaction, a highly reactive metal will displace a metal with less reactivity. So being aluminium more reactive, it will displace this iron. So iron will be displaced. So what you will be getting? Aluminium and oxygen. So you will be getting a product called as aluminium oxide. So what is displaced? The less reactive metal, that is iron, plus iron. Iron will be displaced. Such type of reactions are called as displacement reaction. That means a metal of high reactivity will displace a metal of low reactivity. Okay, now balancing 2 iron, so 2 and aluminium 2, oxygen 3, balanced equation. Have you all understood what is meant by displacement reaction? A metal of high reactivity will displace a metal of low reactivity. Now for today, for practical, we are going to see the reaction between copper and iron. We have to find out which is more reactive. For that, I am taking copper sulfate solution, okay, in which we have three elements, copper, sulfur and oxygen. Copper is the metal and iron. Iron is another metal. So we are having two metals. One is copper and the next one is iron. Okay. So iron is more reactive than copper. So how the displacement takes place? Iron will be displacing this copper. So what is left out? Iron sulfate. You will get iron sulfate, FeSO4, and copper will be displaced. So through practical, I will show you how this displacement reaction takes place. So I am going to take copper sulfate. We are going to take two reactants. One is copper sulfate and another one is iron. So copper sulfate contains a metal called as copper, and the color of copper is somewhat reddish brown, and iron you all know somewhat grey color iron. So for iron, today I am not having iron nail as such. I am having the head pins which is made up of iron, that I will show you. So copper sulfate, you all observe the color is very important. Observe the color of copper sulfate. CuSO4, molecular formula of copper sulfate is CuSO4 and the color is somewhat blue in color. Okay, copper sulfate, and it contains a metal copper, and I am going to dip this iron nail. You can see the color somewhat grey. This is the head pin. I have tied it in a string. I have tied it in a string, somewhat grey in color. Okay, just I will dip this iron nail inside this copper sulfate solution. And I will keep it for 10 minutes because this displacement reactions are quite slow reaction. It will not react very fast to give the result. So 10 minutes before I have done and kept another one, I will show you that result. Okay. Now the color of the copper sulfate also, it will slowly fades because copper sulfate will change it into iron sulfate, FeSO4. Already I told you FeSO4. Ferrous sulfate is somewhat pale green in color. And this iron nail which I have dipped and kept already, I can show you. Can you see somewhat copper color? You must be having copper articles at home. Somewhat reddish in color, can you see? Yes, copper. So from where does this come? Just one, recently one I have kept. That also I will show you. See, immediately that also has changed. Can see? So the grey color of this iron changed into, because copper from copper sulfate is displaced and that is sticking over this iron. Okay, so a metal of high reactivity. So here which is more reactive? Iron is more reactive than copper. So iron has displaced copper and that copper is depositing on the iron nail. Okay, this is an example of displacement reaction. Have you all understood what is meant by displacement reaction? I hope so, you must have understood. Now we will go for the journal work. Okay, take the index page. Now we are doing experiment number 3. Experiment number, name of the experiment you have to write, and then you will be taking a fresh page, and in the fresh page you will be writing your experiment number, date. Fresh page like this you will be taking experiment number, date, the name, apparatus material, chemical equation and conclusion will be coming on the ruled page, and on the plain page you will be doing the observation table. Here for this experiment there is no observation table, but we are having some procedure that you have to write in the ruled page. So now I will mark and give it in the journal. Take page number 29. Page number 29. So aim of the experiment, performing and observing the reaction of iron nails kept in copper sulfate solution and classifying the reaction. Materials required, iron nail, copper sulfate solution, test tube stands, sandpaper and thread. And the chemical equation is, below that it is given, iron plus copper sulfate gives iron sulfate plus copper. And on the ruled page, on the plain page, you will be writing that procedure. There is no observation table for here. We are having only procedure, so that you will be writing on the plain page. That is, take 2 iron nails and clean them by rubbing with sandpaper. Take 2 test tubes and mark them as A and B. In each test tube, pour about 10 ml of copper sulfate solution. Tie 1 iron nail with a thread and immerse this carefully in the copper sulfate solution in test tube A for about 20 minutes. Keep aside 1 nail for comparison. After 20 minutes, take out the iron nail from the copper sulfate solution. Compare the intensity of blue color of copper sulfate solution of both the test tubes A and B. Also compare the color of iron nail dipped in copper sulfate solution with one kept aside. And then you have to make the side heading. Again you have to make a side heading on the plain page, that is observations. Under observations you will write, see below the diagram the observations are given. So observation you will write, the initial color of copper sulfate was blue, while after immersing iron nail turns to light green. The initial color of iron nail was grey. After immersing the nail into copper sulfate solution, a brown coating developed over it. Because of this coating, iron nail appears reddish brown. And then result, that is the conclusion which you have to write on the ruled page. On keeping the iron nails in copper sulfate solution, a displacement reaction takes place. In this displacement reaction, iron displaces copper and 2 new products, ferrous sulfate and copper, are formed. I hope so everybody must have understood this. Thank you. We will meet you in the next practical session.